Hello, I'm Rally with I, Alita. And I was pleasantly surprised by this new Nevis look in Next Level aespa's video. So let's go and open the post with her. aespa stands for Avatar Experience in a New World, was explained, when we meet another aspect of ourselves. So inventive as usual, especially when the main idea is always we are one. Unity is my weapon, yeah. If we further explore the word avatar, we'll find it comes again from the ancient times, from Sanskrit, with the meaning of descent on earth for material experience, incarnation. That's enough for me to be fully happy with aespa's concept because I can transcend it with ease from their digital sci-fi storyline to our real-life experience on this planet Earth, just how I love. With the temptation of the snake, of that divine firepower within us, to experience the separateness from the source, our evolution in the material world starts, as we know. The Fall, this part of the Black Mamba's choreo is a masterpiece, by the way. So the Fall comes with blocking the vision of our third eye and stepping into the material world of polarity to know what is good and evil, or yin and yang, day and night, soul and mind, death and life, inner and outer, and so on, which at the end of the day are one. The greatest magic of all. Don't you think so? That's how the illusion of alienation and unbearable despair had entered our life. And that's why the god of wisdom, Hermes Thoth, had said in ancient times, gods are immortal humans, humans are mortal gods. It's simply a matter of perception, a matter of development of our individual consciousness and mind. And what was said by the snake in the Bible? Ye shall not surely die, but your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Whoa!
Whoa. Are you ready?
There is something about his love for suits, by the way, I'm telling you. Unconsciously preparing for his greater social work. And now, the playtime. Have you watched Good Omens TV series? I was shocked how witty, clever and thoughtful the main ideas were presented in the production. And then I found the screenplay was written by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. This speaks for itself.
I can't see what's so bad about knowing the difference between good and evil anyway.
Well, it must be bad.
Crawling.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have tempted them into it.
Oh, they just say get up there and make some trouble.
Well, obviously, you're a demon. It's what you do.
Not very subtle of the Almighty, then. Fruit tree in the middle of a garden with a don't touch sign. Well, put it on the top of a high mountain. Or on the moon. Makes you wonder what God's really planning.
Best not to speculate. It's all part of the great plan. It's not for us to understand.
Didn't you have a flaming sword?
Uh,
You did. It was flaming like anything. What happened to it? Lost it already, have you?
gave it away.
You what?
I gave it away. There are vicious animals. It's going to be cold out there, and she's expecting already. And I said, here you go, flaming sword, don't thank me. I do hope I didn't do the wrong thing.
Oh, you're an angel. I don't think you can do the wrong thing.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's been bothering me.
It was a nice day.
Funny if we both
All
got it
the
wrong,
days
eh?
have been nice.
If I did the good thing and you did the bad one.
No. Wouldn't be funny at all.
That was the first coming of the snake in mankind's history. The second will lead us to the tree of life. Back to the source, of course. And there won't be a third coming, the teaching of wisdom says. That's it. Descending and ascending. With descending in the material world, the spirit is clothed, is veiled, and starts to identify itself with the mortality of the form. That is the battle for individualization that causes alienation and brings the perception of death. Then the hostile suffering and sorrow make you popping and further evolve. I see the next new evolve. Whoa, 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 whoa. By opening the portal of the soul, we can see again the real world. We achieve the next level cosmos, and now we are stronger and free from the veil. We wake up and see beyond the illusion of the forms when we know and feel the connection with one and all. I had put in words one day when I was 17 something very similar which my soul was passionately craving very often at the time. How I want to be everywhere, for there to be a particle of me in everyone and everything. I want to know, to feel, both here and there and everywhere. I want to understand everyone and to love everybody right now. But those who have long since gone and those who tomorrow will be born. Since we live only in the present, we see neither the past nor the future, but if we let the soul in, it stands in the middle, so to speak. Who read the darkness is transparent. It sees everything all at once and lives in everything, because the soul has no cares. Actually, no, it's not quite like that. The soul to move in everything dares. Kind of poet. I used to be. Well, going back to the digital story of Aespa, what I find quite interesting is whether we are aware or not, all the technologies that we devise and develop nowadays are mind projections of all kinds of possibilities we have within ourselves. The clairvoyance of the third eye is materialized as television, for example. Radio, telegraph, cinematography, internet, flying machines, computers, everything is imputed in us and waits to be awakened and cultivated. I love all these technologies we have today because they give us back in a visual form what we had lost in the rough process of materialization. And I'm waiting for the quantum computer soon to come. Then we'll see what is real magic through technology. And the best outcome is that someday we would finally get tired of having it from outside and we'll turn the page to be inside. The word Cosmo in Aespa's next level lyrics reminds me that it was Pythagoras who first named the universe Cosmos, which means a harmony of order and beauty. It was also him who coined the word philosopher, a lover of wisdom. By Blavatsky's Theosophy teaching, we know that he was as well the one from the 7 teachers of the planetary government above, who insisted to be given more mental energy to the planet so the mind and technology to be more easily developed in help of the spiritual evolution. Blavatsky was trained in Tibet for several years and shares about her teachers. They showed us that by combining science and religion, the existence of God and immortality of man's spirit may be demonstrated. And one of her teachers, but probably from beyond, was said to be precisely Pythagoras. Here is what Blavatsky shares in her books about her source of knowledge. Knowledge comes in visions, first in dreams and then in pictures presented to the inner eye during meditation. Thus, I have been taught the whole system of evolution, the laws of being, and all else that I know. Wow! And how I could not be excited about what Theosophy brings on the table, when it seems I was kind of born also to be in help. I had written in my diary when I was 16, I want to help myself and humanity to reach that truth still too far from us that is unfathomable and radically different from our present era. Knowledge needs to come from within to penetrate along eternal inner planes of space, thought, and energy. Knowledge ought not to come solely from outside, nor be considered literally, wholesale, and as a given. Creative thinking, this, it seems to me, takes us, leads us inwards. That's why the school wasn't my best experience. I tried my best to absorb all the pointless information we were fed with, but it was torture actually. I needed something else and followed my heart to the knowledge that was meaningful for me, starting with the genius people of humanity. Around that time, I fell in love with Mozart, Einstein, Salinger, Dostoevsky, and so on. I am planning to start presenting in the next mini reaction episodes what had inspired me from their lives and creativeness. The core, the quintessence, for me, from their greatness and legacy that brought so much joy and relief in my daily round, together with the feeling that I am not alone with my irregular way of thinking. Next is coming episode number 13, so it will be devoted to COVID-19. And that's it for today. Bye and see you soon.
Yeah!